It is time for my Christian review of regular books and no spoiler review for the Winter Street series. So let's get into it. For those of you who haven't seen one of these videos before, I do have a video at the very top of the playlist. It's the first one in the playlist that tells you all about my Christian reviews and gives all the categories, everything we're gonna do here. But just for the most brief synopsis, first we're gonna do my regular review, all without spoilers, and then we're gonna get into my Christian review in which I go over the basic topics that fellow believers may wanna look out for. Let's go ahead and get into my regular review. I don't know how to hold these books. This is one of those where it's like really hard for me to do because A, the books are not all the same size. They're not even all the same imprint, okay? I bought these books in a hurry because I decided that I was going to be the like Christmassy book reader, okay? And so I picked up the series, I picked up the first book, loved it, decided to pick up the second book and realized it's not the same, but that's okay because I needed it. And it turned out that the year that I decided to read this was actually going through a reprint. So this is the new look, but this was the original look. So I got the second and the third one in the right one, and then I couldn't find the fourth one anywhere. And so I ended up with the mass paperback copy edition. One day I will replace these books so that they all match, but I probably will reread this series because I had such a great time. Now the entire series follows a family that lives in Nantucket and owns a B&B. It is so beautifully done and it follows all of these different characters. You have multiple different POVs and you just get the entire story from start to finish over multiple years in winter at Nantucket Island at this B&B. Now, I was so moved by this story, especially in the last book. I think that it was really cute and well done. And all of the books are very easy, quick reads. They have big font. They are very fast paced. So I read all of these in less than a month when I was reading only like 4 to 8 books per month. So that's how you know that you could get through this in a winter season if you are reading a book a week or so. I will say that these books are like very fiction-esque. It's very much just tugging on your heartstrings, telling this story, but if you need a Christmas story or a Christmas family story, this series is for you. Now going in order of what I learned about each of these books as I read them. The first one, which is Winter Street. Now this book and the whole series as a whole, but this book really showed me that it is very focused on the life of this family, and it reminded me so much of This Is Us, right? Like it has the drama and the emotional connection and disconnection and hard times, finding yourself, like just so many elements that really reminded me of the show This Is Us, which I love that show. So I knew from this book that I was gonna be super invested in the family, and I definitely was. I think out of all of the books in the series, this is the one that I had the hardest time with. I think it was a little bit slower in parts, and although I rated it 4 stars, just like I did the first one, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be as in love with the rest of the series based on how I felt about this book. But then we get into the last 2 books of the series, and this book and Winter Solstice totally just blew my mind. This one had twists and turns like I would never have believed. Like it was unbelievably twisty, but so beautifully well done. And then when I got to Winter Solstice, I cried my eyes out like a little baby multiple times over. I was so invested. Now, I don't think I would have been as invested in these characters had I not gone through all of these pieces, but it was so perfect. It's a perfect cozy winter read. I rated each of these books slightly differently. So the first one, which is Winter Street, I rated 4 stars. The second one, which is Winter Stroll, I rated 4 stars as well. But then the last 2 books, which is Winter Storms and Winter Solstice, I rated both of these 5 stars. And I'm telling you, this book right here is just chef's kiss. It's so well done. I was so invested. And I'm so invested because I read so many pages of these families, but I'm telling you also just the way that this series finishes out is beautiful. This is a super fun winter read to check out, so I definitely would recommend it. And now they are all printed, so you can get them all looking the same, and your OCD can chill out if you're anything like me, because this kills me. Also, you can tell that I wasn't super into collecting books when I did this because look at how messed up the... Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's changed quite a bit. My life has changed quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. The first category I always love to touch on is smut or spice, and there's none, okay? Elin Hilderbrand did closed door romance really, really well. It doesn't mean that there wasn't talk that it could happen, but it was all closed door. So if you are someone who is okay with knowing that it happened, but that you don't see anything, this is the kind of book for you. It was perfect. There was just very minor kissing in certain scenes, but that is it. The next category, I just want to mention if there is any, would be explicit language, and I cannot remember a single explicit word coming out of any of their mouths for all 4 books, so that's a win. So ultimately, I feel like this book is great for anyone truly like 14 and up. If you're wanting that kind of hallmarky, This Is Us family dynamics, it's cute and perfect and so much fun. If you're wanting that like cozy, wintery read. As always, you can find everything that I'm reading and rating in real time by following me on Goodreads. You can also find me on Instagram and on TikTok, and you can find my own YouTube channel where I go over my books in more present detail, like what I'm reading right now and reviewing right now. You can find all of those links down below in the description box. And if you're wanting to be a part of the conversation with us over at Trochia, you can do so by emailing hello@trochia.org. You can find everything you need to stay in contact with us down below, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay involved with all of these Christian reviews as they're coming out. And I'll see you on the next one.